What's up, YouTube? It's Alex with Team Decree here with
Ben Doman.
Ben Doman. And what did you just do?
Top 8 ARG States here in Tennessee
Awesome.
with Windwitch Invoked.
Windwitch Invoked. Awesome. Well, I want to see this deck, so.
Alright, so we played 3 Alistair, very standard. 3 Ice Bell, 2 Glass Bell, and 1 Snow Bell. I hate these cards so much. Like, Crystal Wing's broken, but like, these cards are inconsistent. I think the deck needs to find better starters. Then we played going second cards, Thunder King, Dogoron, Gadarla, and Gamma-Seal. What's relevant about these is Light for Makaba, Fire for Purgatrio, Wind for Raijin, and irrelevant attribute but is the weakest kaiju. Also, 2100 defense, 1200 defense, 1600 defense. All of these can be run over by a Raijin, so it's very easy to out these.
Awesome.
If you have to give it to your opponent. Okay, it's got to clear them masterpieces, yo.
Gotcha.
Only hand traps I played. 3 Ogres, 1 Maxi. I would have played Ash if I had access to it in the main deck, just because outside of Pure Zoo, I think it's an incredibly solid card. Like, outside of the Pure Zoo matchup, I should say. There's never really a good time to Ash them.
Right.
That's it for my monsters. 17 of them.
17.
Played 14 spells. We got the 3 Meltdowns, the 3 Terraformings, 3 Wonder Wand. This is not a 3 of. I'm going to cut it for like an Upstart or a Fairy Tale Snow or something. Just experiment around. But this card is just so clunky. I don't like the... I always sided out the 3rd copy, honestly. I don't think it's worth maining 3.
Gotcha.
2 Invocations, requirement for the deck. 2 Slumbers and a Raigeki for board wipes. A lot of people don't play this card because Ash negates the board wipe effect.
Right.
But what I like about it is to truly get no value out of this card, they have to double Ash it. Like on first turn they have to Ash the board wipe, second turn they have to Ash my search. So I'm outing your masterpiece either way.
Gotcha.
Like, I think Slumber is, especially in this deck where I actually get value out of the attributes, I think that's broken. And then I played 9 traps in the main, 3D barrier because this card's still lit. I played 3 Pure Zoo today, so 3 strikes. Negating hand traps was pretty lit. I only did that a couple times though.
What did you negate?
I negated an Ash, trying to stop me from searching Invocation. I think I negated Ghost Ogre, trying to stop the Crystal Wing play.
Not bad.
1 warning, and then the last two trap cards. 2 Call the Haunteds. So this works on multiple angles. You can use it offensively to attack for damage. I did that round 1 where I just kept summoning Thunder King Kaiju back and just beating face.
That's not bad.
Plus, bringing back a Kaiju. Since you control a Kaiju, they can't summon one to your side of the board to out your Crystal Wing or your Makaba. And if you didn't have a Kaiju, and you get hit by one of those, you can bring back your Crystal Wing. Sure, it won't be indestructible, but it's still Crystal Wing.
It's a
decent card to deal with.
Right.
But I was very satisfied with the main deck. It's 40 cards.
40 cards.
For the extra deck, I played 3 Raijin, standard, 2 Makaba. This card's amazing. 2 of this guy. The second one actually came up today, because it doesn't matter that he's a vanilla. You're mainly using them to slow DD Crow their grave, taking pieces out. How
many rats did you banish?
4.
4
rats
today,
rats. And what is that? True King, Earth True King guy. I did that to stop the loops.
That's not bad.
Played 2 Purgatrios, even though I only play 1 fire in the main. Using your opponent's Ash Blossom came up. I OTK'd a Metal Foe True Draco player because I was able to fuse with their own Ignister, I believe, and just attack for game. It's just so clutch. One of this guy, he never came up, but the idea was if you get hit by D-Barrier for a turn, you've lost an Invocation, and you don't have an Alistair floating, but you just make this guy the next turn, and it banishes 2 Alistairs, so both Invocations have a valid target over the course of the next couple of turns. Keeps your grind game going.
Gotcha.
He never came up, but in theory he was good. For the Synchros, I played Crystal Wing, Stardust Dragon, Clear Wing, Winter Bell, and my big regret of the event was not playing a high-speed droid Chanbara, because if you run Chanbara, it turns the Alistair Ice Bell play into a 13,000 damage OTK.
Okay.
A little overkill, but it comes up, breaking boards and all that good stuff, and it's just as easy as doing the standard stun board.
Gotcha.
And then the last 6C, Castell. Should have been Tornado Dragon, but him being Castell specifically actually came up a couple times, which was nice.
That's good.
But in an optimal build, it'd be Tornado Dragon 100%.
Onto the side deck.
Side deck, 3 Flying Seas, because this card is good against Pierzu still, because if they don't have the Barrage or the Chalice, it's D-Barrier. If you have the Ghost Ogre for the Barrage, it's D-Barrier. If you just wait until after they've resolved the Barrage, it's D-Barrier. So this card is still insane. 2 Twin Twisters. I didn't need that much back row hate in the main deck at least, or the side really, because outside of floodgates like Imperial Order and such, this deck doesn't really lose to non-chainable back row. And this is the Spice, 3-set rotation and an Oracle of Zephyra. Did not play against any Zephyra today, but I think this is like the Wavering Eyes for field spell decks.
Gotcha.
So like, for me, in my mind, it was like Wavering Eyes for field spell decks is at 3, and I'm not playing it at 3.
Right.
What is my life?
Exactly.
So I felt like this was mandatory in my mind at least. And then 1 Necro Valley for Dinos, Infernoids, because I played 3 Terraforming. It's like having 4 copies when I want it and only 1 when I don't. And then 1 Zombie World should be an ultra rare. I'm a pleb. But it was good for the Demise True Draco deck that I did not play against today.
Gotcha.
2 Magic Deflectors. This card is like a trap stun for every relevant spell card in the format outside of board wipes. I love this card so much.
Very versatile card.
I played Paleo at a regional a few weeks ago. I called this the D-Barrier for spell cards. And then my favorite card of the weekend, Unending Nightmare. Always came in going first.
How clutch was this card?
This card was clutch. I got Imperial Ordered 5 times this event, and only one of them, I believe, I did not have the Unending Nightmare to out it,
Gotcha.
which Imperial Order kind of kills this deck, so needing the Nightmares. I think this is one of the most underrated cards right now. It's also good against the Magician deck if it exists. If it exists in your metagame. I didn't play against it today.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's the entire main deck, side and extra and everything.
Cool. Well, Ben, congratulations on your first stop in a while. Representing Chat-Town.
I'd like to thank my team, the Swiss Kings. They would casually just talk about this deck in between like Zoo Theory sessions.
Gotcha.
Definitely want to give them a lot of credit. They helped me on this.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.